I think this project's a good chance for the students to mix a whole bunch of different skills. There's the programming skills, there's the art skills, there's the building skills, but it's also the collaboration between the different disciplines. And I just like video games. I think bringing together those different ideas, having your artists work separately, but in parallel with your programmers, and making sure that everybody's on the same page and that they're able to take their ideas that they have in their minds, right, and turn that into something that is becomes this game that everybody's able to play. And I think it's going to be difficult for them to create a game as detailed as they want to. Sometimes we have these really huge ideas, right, but we're not able to, in the time that we have, finish it to that level that we want to. And that's okay to be able to do that, but then know, okay, how are we going to be able to move forward with that?
In this project, we're making a game. It's called Slimba. It's basically combining MOBA and like a slime game. It's like Dota.
Well, obviously, I'm choosing the programmer because, first of all, they're kind of lacking in the programmer department, and also, I think I'm most interested in programming, and also, as I've mentioned, I've had a lot of experience before.
I'm trying to build my coding skills because I tried using things like Python and JavaScript, and I think maybe those two programs may be easier if I have skills in different programming languages. Python, JavaScript, Scratch, and Tinker, although Tinker is so similar to Scratch you can just count the two as one, are the only programming languages I currently know.
Why do you need to clap though? So we're trying to make, I don't know what's the name, I don't know what kind of game.
What do you have here so far?
Okay, so I'm creating a maze for a character here.
So how does this work?
So whenever he touches the maze, he loses one heart, and he gets invincibility frames afterwards, so the person doesn't. It's still kind of glitchy, but I'm working on it.
Alright, so it's in the beginning stages of it?
Yep.
Do you think you'll be able to finish your project on time?
Judging by the way things are going, like I have my prototype done and I'm testing it, I think I will be able to finish it in time, but something might come up.
What is your prototype?
My prototype is a small, hand-sized, life-sized controller for a video game.
Yeah. What do you do in this video game?
This game is a sort of capture the flag game where each character has different abilities, and it's being made in Scratch.
What challenges have you faced so far?
We have faced challenges like not having correct materials, such as the material that we're using for the buttons.
How would you get these materials?
Maybe bring them to school next time, or see if anyone has some, or maybe if we know someone, maybe try and go there.
Do you think you will finish on time?
I think we can't finish on time because first, the coding is not done yet, and on the map there's few problems.
What type of problems are there?
So the computer screen, we were trying to make it scroll through the map, but it's too hard, so we have to make the whole computer screen a map, and so we have to draw the map again.
Do you think as a group you're collaborating well with each other?
Yeah, we collaborate well because we talk to each other, and then we talk about our problems and what should we work on, and we plan for what should we do.
What has changed since day one?
I think a lot has changed since day one. We've really improved on our graphics and also our models for our characters. And also, we've also really improved on our coding and our different codes for our game as well.
Did you have to change any plans during this process?
We did. We had to actually completely scratch out a few ideas, and our characters and abilities had to be abandoned because of some difficulties with the coding. Our first ideas for So now we have an entire different animation and also a character and another idea, but I think it's working well.
Are you collaborating well as a group?
I think we're collaborating fine. I think personally, me and the other coder, we're actually collaborating really well. We've done the codes together, and when one person really struggles, the other person always comes to help. And I think the artists aren't doing that bad as well.
Are your students on schedule?
I think they are. They think they are. I asked them yesterday, what's the chance of you finishing on time? And on a scale of 0 to 10, most of them ranged from about an 8 to a 9. So I think they feel like they're on schedule.
Are most of your students almost done with their projects?
Well, we've only got 2 projects. We've got teams of 5 people working on each project, and we're hoping to be complete by this afternoon so that tomorrow is testing and last minute changes. So I would say yes.
What are some conflicts your students had to face?
I think the biggest conflict, and I don't know if conflict's the right word, but the biggest decision they needed to make as a team was deciding on a theme for the game that they were making. And so they each came up with a whole bunch of different ideas, and then they, through different means, we helped facilitate a process where they could put their ideas out on the table, and they combined ideas, and they chose ideas, and they whittled it down to get down to that final decision. But each person had their own ideas, and so going from 5 different ideas to a single idea can be a little bit difficult sometimes.
How did your students deal with these conflicts?
They wanted to vote. They wanted to share ideas. We gave feedback. We asked clarifying questions. We allowed them a chance to express what they liked and concerns that they had. And I think from that they each did a really good job of coming to a single point of understanding as to what game they were going to make.
And what are some conflicts that they couldn't overcome?
I don't know if there have been any conflicts that they haven't been able to overcome.
Maybe like the amount of time they get.
No, I think they've done a pretty good job of divvying up the time, and once they've finished with one set of jobs, going and helping other people with other things, I would say that overall they've done a pretty good job of managing that. Maybe the biggest conflict that they might have is just staying on task and making sure that they're aware of other people's thoughts and concerns. Sometimes you get really excited to do something, and you forget that other people are doing this as well.
What major challenges have you faced?
I've faced a lot of challenges. Some challenges are our group members not focusing or getting distracted by something else, but some of the challenges are on the coding side, like the codes not working or we're having a lot of bugs, and we have to spend a lot of time debugging. And I think some challenges are pretty difficult to overcome, but I think we've done pretty successfully, and we've done pretty successfully to solve our problems.
How did you overcome these challenges?
Since some of our group are getting distracted and not doing work, we just kept reminding them that we don't have a lot of time left to finish our project, and we just tried to get everybody back on topic or back on the job again. And for the coding, we just spend a lot of time going back through the code again and again until we find the problem, or we could look at how the code actually ran to figure out how perhaps how the bug is created or how it can be solved.
This is the way you left me. I'm not pretending.